Hi and welcome back to my channel. First of all, thank you very much for all your comments, subscriptions and likes on the last episode. In the last episode, number 2, we were starting the ACT UK track, and this time we will covering day 2 and 3, which also means we will take the ferry from UK to Isle of Man and back at the end of the episode. Unfortunately, the first day started with rain, but also with a technical issue.
Hey, good morning. Looks like we have to pack our tents in the rain. First flat tire of the trip. Okay, wo habe ich mein Flickzeug?
At this time I was still quite optimistic because I knew how to fix a tire puncture.
Okay, ich habe hier noch ein Vulkanisierungsgleis. Let's see if this works. Okay guys, I just had a tire puncture. We tried to fix the hole. It was a large screw and it seemed to work, but it looks like the screw destroyed the sealing of the rim because it's spoke wheels, and we saw air coming out of several spokes. So yeah, we're heading back to the last town now and hope that there's a shop who can do a new rim sealing. Let's see.
So the first tire shop we stopped at only did car tires. They couldn't help us, so we called another shop and they told me they can do the rim sealing of my bike. However, the rim sealing of the spoked wheel is a specific KTM part, and of course the tire shop didn't have that one in stock. So in the end the mechanic used a wild mixture of some glue, some gaffer tape and tire paste to fix the tire. He tried it twice. It was still losing air, but it was losing air only very slowly, so we decided to split up, and I was looking for a KTM or Husqvarna dealer while the boys headed on to the ACT UK without me. So it looked like one of the biggest KTM dealers was close to Liverpool, and that's also where the ferry would be going to Isle of Man the next day, so we decided to meet there. So here you can see Andy and Martin entering the second day of ACT UK. It seems like on the day 2 you really need to watch out for sheep. But not only sheep, there could be also suddenly a big fat Range Rover. The valley was so beautiful that they had to take some pictures, but then they were surprised by the weather. I don't know the full story of what they experienced during the time without me, but I think it's worth showing you these clips. And of course they had a few photo stops.
Nee, je bent totaal foto machen und du kommst raus.
some more sheep, and yes, of course, it wouldn't be the ACT UK if there wouldn't be some more gates.
Got it. Andreas, du geile Sau. Fährst du mit? Jawohl. Ach Gott, ich lieg schon wieder. Ich bin links, aber ich lieg gerade. Ach Gott. Ja. Verdammt, der Schlafsack hängt oben. Ich bin mehr im Gemüse als auf der Straße. Ich hab Bier fast. Ja, das war jetzt gar nicht so ohne.
Wow, when I see these landscapes and tracks, I would have loved to join Martin and Andy on the second day.
Sorry, Andy. Aber schneller geht nicht.
Now Andy thought he had blood on his pannier.
Wo? What the f***? Na, das kennen die schon, die Blumen da, die Beeren-Dinger da.
They were kinda relieved that he didn't kill anything.
Mist. Schön gesaved, oder?
Looks like an awesome ride, but let's see what I did in the meantime.
I just filled up some air at the last fuel station, and it looks like the tire didn't lose a lot of air. I'm heading now to KTM Chester, close to Liverpool, and I hope they can change my rim sealing. And if not, then I think I will just continue with the boys and check the air pressure from time to time. Okay, I can already see the orange KTM sign, but let's see if they can help me. Here they are. Quick update. So I just went to the biggest KTM dealer in Liverpool and hoped they would have the rubber sealing for the rear rim in stock, but they haven't. It looks like it will take several days for them to order it. We called a lot of the KTM dealers or Husqvarna dealers in the area, but none of them has the sealing gasket in stock. So that's kind of yeah, not so nice thing. I'm trying now to get a sealing foam from a fuel station, and I will ride to the ferry to meet the boys again. Yeah, so a little bit bad situation, but I hope I can fix it as soon as possible. So here's the plug we put in. This one is actually sealing, but the problem is that the nail which got in here punched into the rubber sealing of the rim, and now those spokes are losing air. The tire is holding air but slowly losing.
As Andy and Martin finally arrived at the harbour of Liverpool, the three of us were reunited.
Hast du gestresst? Nice of you that you brought me some flowers. Very beautiful. Thanks. Gear in or?
Up to you, yeah.
Yeah.
We can do.
Steering lock is also okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Look.
The ferry takes almost 3 hours from Liverpool to Isle of Man, and when we arrived it was dark already.
Seid ihr alle da?
Quasi.
Auch interessant, so mitten in der Nacht hier anzukommen, ne?
Und?
After checking in the hotel, we went out to grab 1 or 2 beers, but the nightlife wasn't too exciting, so we went to bed quite early.
from what I just saw. It still had 20 psi, and I put in 40 psi yesterday, so it lost half the air pressure. So we'll have to fuel up every few hours.
After the friendly postman let us drive past, we entered the first off-road section of the day.
Tempo back.
Hola. Martin, bist du noch da? Ja. Check.
After a short tarmac section, the next off-road part brought some amazing views. And we encountered more slightly challenging ruts.
Was ist denn los, Martin? Ist einfach das Knie gegen den Tank und das Motorrad ein bisschen dirigieren.
Ja, jetzt habe ich wirklich gut gemacht.
Ja,
Nicht weggegangen.
links.
I would say this is probably one of the roughest sections of the whole ACT UK. But we made it through without a crash, or did we? Wait for it.
Oh! Ist du wieder? Ich glaube, das ist ein Video. Ja. Nummer 3. Gang ist drin. Ah, warte. Gang ist drin, ne?
Ja, und das raus.
Ja.
However, I have to admit that Martin and his bike are pretty tough and they can take a hit.
Ja, ja.
Always remember to take the challenges with some fun and then it will be easier to go through. I didn't really understand what Andy said next on the intercom, but something about some cogs on the road. When we came across the next town, we had to stop and take some pictures of the beautiful classic trams. And we used the opportunity to record some status updates.
Hey Martin, we are now on the Isle of Man, but yesterday still in Wales. And because of my tire puncture, you were riding without me. How was it?
Yeah, we missed you so much, but we had a great day, Andy and me. we continued the ACT track day number 2 without the loop to the west coast. It was not so much off-road, but it was technical and yeah, a lot of deep muddy sections. And yeah, we met each other in Liverpool again at the ferry. Took the ferry from Liverpool to Douglas and stayed the night in a 4-star hotel, so it was a good night.
And some nice breakfast today in the morning.
Yeah, with black pudding, sausages, beans, and yeah, it was awesome. And so we can start into a new day, new adventure today. Yeah.
Just checked one more time the tire pressure, and it seems like I just lost 1 psi, so seems to hold up pretty well so far. We just had our first off-road sections on the ACT UK in Isle of Man. How was it?
Unexpectedly rough, I have to say. Really steep descents, but beautiful scenery. Loose gravel, quick stones. It was kind of difficult to navigate through it, but yeah, it's a great wake up and beginning into the day.
And yeah, on the Isle of Man you will always have a nice mix of off-road sections and some tarmac sections, which makes a nice variation. And if there is an incline like this, it will usually be followed by some beautiful views. You're about to see why we had to take out the drone on this hilltop. The challenging part about these descents are the rocks, so some of them are a little bit bigger, and at the same time you have ruts and also those bushes on the side, so it's quite narrow.
Schöne Kante, ne?
Ja, ich fühle dich. Jetzt war ein Sturz schön fürs Video.
Das weiß ich nicht, Alter. Ein Schaf.
The sheep ran quite a while in front of us, so if this happens to you, make sure to slow down so that the sheep can escape to the side.
Schaf immer noch da.
Was Schafe weg, ne? Ob egal, ob nicht.
Boah, bist deppert der Busch. Das ist wie im Dschungel da.
So those ruts in combination with the bushes can lead to something like this. Despite the challenges, we enjoyed riding through this landscape.
Rebhund!
So schlecht war er da nicht durch, oder?
Super!
Ja, mir jetzt gerade so drauf dermaßen zerlegt da oben.
Echt?
Oh, Alter. Ja, ich bin mit dem Seitenkoffer in der Wand hängen geblieben.
Scheiße, ja, da bin ich schon froh über meine Moskau-Taschen. Ist aber auch knapp für dich, ja? Musst du da mitten vor bist. Ja, Schande.
What the f, oder?
Ja, einfach durch.
We were pumped by the experience while the next highlight was just waiting around the corner. Not only did we enjoy the sight of the lighthouse and the ocean breeze, we also used the opportunity to have a break.
Yesterday in the morning we packed our tents completely wet and now we got a great spot to dry all the stuff.
But then it was time to go, as we still had to finish the ACT UK Isle of Man part and also reach our ferry back to Lancaster in England.
Da lasse ich die 2 Hasen nach vor.
And the next off-road section was a little bit like a roller coaster.
Sind das so müde? Oh, der Haken steht da. Ah, schau, wie stehst du denn? Weiter.
Holla, die Waldsee.
Was ist denn vorne?
Ja, bist deppert. Det går bra framhusen.
In general, driving through those water puddles is not a big challenge, but they can be quite deep and you never know if there is a stone in it, so don't go with too much speed. I hope you are not bored by now by all the water puddles, but it was great fun. I thought it looked amazing how the clouds moved over the hill, so I decided to take out the drone. However, the side winds were so strong that I was not able to fly back the drone in standard mode, so I had to switch to sport mode without collision avoidance. But luckily, after some back and forth, I was able to land the drone safely. A little bit later I found a nice spot to jump.
Bist du deppert. So, Achtung, Gatter.
Now haters might say Martin did the next thing on purpose for our YouTube thumbnail.
Super.
Alter! Genau da! Okay! Alter, Peter!
Ah, geil.
We left this scenic tarmac road into another tricky off-road section.
There's schon wieder low battery, aber siehst du da
Im Headset.
so. Weil wir fahren will. Wie klein fahren da? Das ist scheiße. Oh, 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 oh.
Obviously the boys had some challenges with this rut, so I decided to wait for them and let them pass by.
Dann gibt es so abgeschnitten. Ah, so schlecht, oder?
Danke. Ja.
Alter, weg, schick doch am Arsch! Das ist gut auf der Typ verlieren!
Vor links. Komm her. Wir sind falsch, gell? Dran ist doch richtig. Ja?
Wenn das gerade war, warst du ums Doppelte schneller.
So, wo soll ich da fahren?
Sagst du was nicht, dann fährt man sich nicht ab oder bergfahren. Was ist so?
Ja, ist noch mal ein bisschen geschissen, aber die Aussicht ist sensationell.
Ja, auf die Aussicht werde ich mich wahrscheinlich nicht konzentrieren können.
Ich hoffe zumindest meine GoPro macht es. So, da wird es wieder besser. Aber diese rosa Blumen sind ein Wahnsinn. Ernsthaft? Ah. Das ist mal ein schmales Gapper. So, ich fahre durch. Ihr müsst das Tor zumachen, das kleine, okay?
After this section we were a little bit exhausted but also happy that we made it through it without major issues and arrived back at the coast to amazing views.
Irgendwelche Boden.
Ja, geil.
Jetzt die GoPro?
Meine ja.
Da Einwand, ja.
Wow. Look at this view. Crazy stuff. Wow. That's the stuff.
This viewpoint is on the southernmost point of the Isle of Man and is accessible by car, so definitely a recommendation to visit.
Wie lärmend ist das, Junge?
We enjoyed the last part of the ACT UK track on Isle of Man in the sunset sun rays, and before we boarded the ferry we got some huge burgers in the harbour area close to the ferry.
Oh my god. Huge.
We just arrived 2 minutes before end of boarding.
Yeah, so that's it for today. I hope you liked this episode. Please let me know in the comments, and also don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, because there will be at least 1 or 2 more episodes on this trip. So next one will be last 2 days of ACT UK, and then there's probably going to be another episode about Ireland and the way back home. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, it's free, and then I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!